Rick Without the K James presents In My Opinion Podcast.
What a fun game.
All right. We're back. And I just thought of this topic because it makes me think of you. And
Very
it
nice.
makes me think the one thing I admire about you, which is
The one?
only one.
You don't have
fucking
several
thing,
things to admire about me?
is
That's not
the
nice.
way that you deal with people, Beezy.
Oh.
I don't have that way. You're very political. I don't think I've seen you down and depressed once.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take that back. I've seen you depressed once, where it's been told to me that I'm just depressing.
You get that a lot?
No, I was talking about the other night, right? Me, you, and Jeremy went out, and he's like, "Bro, why are you so negative?" And why?
Did the sloth say that?
Yeah. At the end of the night, right?
Come on,
While we
that's
was
not the
all
vibe you want to
eating.
give out.
And where do you get that from, and why do you think you're like that? And I'm asking because I'm trying to learn something from you.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I have severe ADD, and I do have a positive mindset about the world. The only time I get down on myself is when I do something that's self-afflicting to me, and I kind of fuck up a show. I think I've done that about...
yeah, I've seen that too.
I think I've done it about 11, 12 times in the last 10 years, which is not bad.
Good numbers.
But sometimes I'll get a little too excited during the day. I mean, listen, man, my life is I travel with my best friends and we get crazy. We go to the cities, we enjoy our time, and sometimes I do it too much.
But on the political way, not like the way you politic the game.
Yeah.
That I don't have.
Well-
Why do you think it is, and where did you learn that from? I think I come off the way that I am because actually, you have met my mom. She's a real negative person. Like and nothing against my mom. It's just the way it's the way her mother treated her. So I got it. It was like, go clean your room. She'd come in and check and then tell us how horrible it was done. It was never. So I'm always constantly thinking I'm not doing shit good enough. 'Cause that's the
Really?
way-
You feel that way sometimes?
Oh, definitely. Not sometimes. All the fucking time.
Well, I must
Like-
say that I'll tell you that you're doing a great job. Ever since I met you, you've been amazing. But yeah, no, I didn't have that. My mom's always been amazingly positive, bulletproof. My mom and dad never allowed. I did some terrible things as a kid, and they were always pretty let that slide. So I think that maybe that has something to do with the positive outlook on everybody.
Do you think that's the reason why you can politic a little? Because I've come to you sometimes and I've bitched about something, and you're like, "Look, bro, what you should do is," and you try to coach me through it. Where I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess." And sometimes I'm just fucking venting.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, maybe it's nobody understands the other side of the shit.
Right,
Where
yeah.
I'm seeing you, and like I said, you're the type. I tell everybody, I'm like the fact that a comic will come out and you're like, dude, you just killed it.
Yeah.
And that's our running joke because we're like, Kabir
didn't
didn't
see
even
it.
listen to your fucking set. He was outside smoking. But I wouldn't have even thought of going to somebody telling him because I would have just been the person to be like, yeah, man, I wasn't watching you. You're not
Yeah.
important to me. I'm the dick to say that.
Yeah, I know. That's
Right?
true. Well, you're honest. You're more honest than I am.
Yeah.
No, but I think the comedy game is already really tough. I don't think that we need to be as comedians against each other. I think we should root. But buddy, you're like that too, though. You root for other people to do well. You do.
I think if
No, I've heard it. Whether
it's
you
the
know it or
craft,
not.
though, too, is
No.
I respect the craft. So anybody
What
putting
is the
in
point
work,
of telling somebody they fucked up? They know it. Well, what's the point?
but some
Yeah, you don't
comics
pile
don't.
on.
Some comics
Yeah.
don't. But
Don't pile on. Just
I know how hard it is in this business.
it's a tough business, and I
it's
think we
the
should have
worst
each
kind.
other's back. I think that everybody should have each other's back. We can't be fucking each other over. I mean, look at the Tony Hitchcliffe shit. You see that?
Yeah.
The guy records his set without him knowing it, traps him. The other comic that recorded him, the Asian dude, that was not funny, terrible. Both of them are terrible. And Tony said some horrible shit, and he recorded it and put it online. I mean, like, why are you going after your own people? Lions don't kill lions.
But
It's only humans. Why are we killing each other for no reason? Like, if I tell somebody he had a good set and I didn't see it, and they either know it or not, I mean, it's still a nice thing to say. Be nice to each other. We're in this.
so who do you
Together.
think you get that from? You think you get it from both your parents? Or
Probably
just-
I was just raised that way. Being positive.
But not even the positivity, the politicking. Who was more of the politician
Well,
in your family?
It's not so much politicking as it is. It really does come from the heart. I do want you to know that you did good, even though I didn't see your shit. But I could hear. I mean, people act like I don't watch a set and I didn't hear your set. I could still hear the crowd.
Okay.
Like, I won't go up to somebody that just fucking bombed out of his ass and say, "Hey, nice set." You know, I've done it. Actually, I do that. I've done it a couple times as a joke.
I've seen you. Don't get me wrong. This motherfucker talks shit with the
Oh,
best
I
of
will.
them.
I'll tell you straight
I've
up.
heard you fucking.
If a comedian wants, I will any comedian in the game that wants to come up to me and say, "What do you think about my career and act?" Personally, I will tell them about it, and I will hold no punches. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to do that without you asking. I mean, there's no need for that. There's people that are doing that for no reason.
Because I think it's the whole well-rounded. Like, I think you respect my comedy, but I think you probably more so respect my hustle.
Oh, of course. Well, I think
Like,
you're
know
hilarious.
what I mean? Like,
You fucking killed it
So-
on Friday at the Tower Theater. And I'm not going to bullshit you. The promoter came up to me right away. He's like, that Rick guy was very funny. Please give me his information. Done. You know, I'm not creating that fantasy world. He saw you do it and he loved you. But at the end of the day, like, negativity, you should only use very rarely. If somebody's attacking you and you want to say something back to them, then you could be as negative as you want. But you just, there's no need for it. But politically, but I understand the question though. Politically, I don't think I'm going to gain anything by telling some random person that he did well. I just want to feel good about his set. We're all in this together.
I just asked you
wrong with
because
that?
I want to know where you got it from. That's all.
I think definitely my mom and dad have always
So,
been very positive
and
people.
maybe your pops was more of a
Bro, we've been through so much shit that, I mean, I had to move around. I went to, born in Portland, moved to Houston, moved to India, moved back to Rochester, moved to the Bay Area. My dad was always moving us around. I had to go to different schools every goddamn year. Had to make friends. You're going to be positive. I mean, what are you going to do? You know,
Then maybe that's where it comes from, though, too, because I moved around a lot, too. And
Yeah.
people are like, how do you just go up and talk to certain people? And I'm like, dude, how do you not? And then I get it, because sometimes people have never, they went to the same elementary, same middle school.
Oh, come on.
With
I
the
would
same
love that.
group of fucking people. And I'm like, dude, I lived in 3 different states my senior year in high school.
Oh.
And mind you, I
Jesus,
didn't even,
really?
I didn't even fucking, I got kicked out when I was 15. So I didn't even live with my parents when I graduated high school. I'd already been on my own for a fucking year. So
Yeah.
he's here on the phone.
Sorry. No, I agree with you. So that's actually legit. I had no idea about that, but you know, same thing. I went to a different junior high, different high school, went to elementary school in India, got my ass kicked every day in India. Then I come back to the Bay, you know, and then my dad passes away, our house burns down. I mean, I've been through a lot of shit, and you either, you know, when the house burned down, I mean, that was insane. Like,
How old were you when that happened?
fucking 2000, probably like high school. No,
Okay.
even a little bit more than that. Well, over there, the goddamn house burns down. We lose
Over
everything.
where? Here in California?
Fremont.
Oh, okay.
House burns down, we lose everything, and then we go into an apartment, and we're there for about a year and a half, and my dad dies, and now it's just my mom and I. So, I mean, do you you want to be angry at the world, or you want to fucking figure out that, you know, go, you know, and make it work? I mean, you know, people just look at me and be like, "Oh, this guy's a positive guy, really funny guy, great guy, good to hang out with." But you know, I've been through some shit too. But you know, it's just you have to do it. I mean, it's it's out of my control. You know.
Boy, Charlie Murphy, my main man, Ric James. That's the one you think, the comedian Ric James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe.
Please hit the subscribe button down low so you can see all new clips, all new episodes coming to you.